Hey guys, in today's lesson we're going to talk about the secrets of visualization, and believe me, this will really improve your accurate position play. You will get closer to pinpoint positions. You will also learn about how the cue ball reacts on the table, so about the cue ball physics, and also how you can manipulate the cue ball with high-low, left and right spin. So a really interesting lesson to come. In the first part of this lesson, we're going over one shot, step by step. I'm explaining everything, how you should do it and why you should do it that way. And then after the first shot, you can see this is a 9-ball situation. We're trying to run the last remaining balls, and this is a bit faster. All right, visualization. First of all, it's very important that you're visualizing on every single shot that you're playing, no matter how easy or difficult it is. Because you're actually showing your brain images, and your brain can only think in images, not with words. Show your brain a clear image, and that way your body can try to reproduce those images. So what we're going to do is now we're trying to get position from the 1-ball to the 2-ball. And first of all, we're going to play the 1-ball into here and going 3 rails around with a position on the 2-ball. Playing the shot with inside spin, with left spin doesn't work. This is the best you can get out of the cue ball here. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going behind the line, seeing the angle that I'm having on the 1-ball. And what a lot of players would do now, and even advanced players, they're thinking, okay, I'm playing the ball in, the cue ball hits somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, and somewhere ends down here with a position on the 2-ball. And this maybe works. Yes, the cue ball can come around, maybe from this rail, go towards here, and then towards here with a nice position. But the cue ball can also come this path and stop here, or hit the 4-ball. So you can see you have a range from here up to here, and you will always have a nice shot, and this can work. But the huge problem with that is, if you didn't visualize before and made a clear plan, you will never know, did you accomplish what you tried to do? So, of course, you're trying to get position and you got position, but did the cue ball really do what you tried to do with the cue ball? So very important, if you're playing shots like this, really have a clear image of what should happen in your mind, because then afterwards you can compare. If, for example, the cue ball comes towards here and then gets a nice position, but I actually tried to just bring the cue ball this line, then I know, yes, I got the position, but I really was off by quite a lot, so I know I did something wrong, and from that information I can adjust. I know, okay, I hit too low, too much spin, and that way you will actually learn about the cue ball. So very important, have a clear mind. So what we're going to do now is, I'm looking at the tangent line, which goes towards here. I know, okay, from here, I want to get the cue ball, towards this line, by the way, with more right spin. Cue ball comes like this. Less right spin, cue ball comes more like this. So I know, okay, want to hit here. Cue ball should go towards here, past the 3-ball, and I want to hit the rail here, come off the rail a bit with a nice position on the 2-ball. So now I'm stepping behind the shot and actually starting the real visualization process, because this was just making our plan. So I'm behind the shot, and I'm actually now seeing the lines, or how the cue ball travels in my mind. I can see how the cue ball travels around the table by looking at the path, and I see what should happen. So I'm behind the line, and what you see very often, players are doing this. This is actually part of visualization and preparing the shot, because I'm not only seeing how the cue ball travels, how the object ball drops, I'm also trying to visualize the shot itself, how it will look and feel, because I just want to feel the shot. Pool is a game of feel, so it's very important that you have a good feeling for the shot. If I'm now here and I just don't feel it because I have the fear that I'm going to maybe run into the 3-ball, then just try to recollect, maybe look again at the lines, and once you're really feeling the shot, then you're ready. So now I'm here standing, looking around the table, starting to feel the shot, which speed I have to add, which spin and so on, just trying to feel the whole shot. And once I'm ready, then I'm going down and I'm executing the shot. And I know it's really a lot of talking, and usually what we did just here happens a lot faster, so you don't have to take 1 hour to prepare a shot like this. This usually can be done in It's a bit difficult shot, to be honest, but this can usually be done in 20 to 30 seconds, for example, or even faster. Okay, I'm going to stop talking for a tiny bit now and starting to actually play the one ball. So just look at my eyes, where I'm looking, what I'm doing, and then analyze the cue ball path. Okay, we got kind of a nice position, maybe a bit too hard. Now let's go trying to run this rack, which is not easy, by the way. So my initial plan was to go out here, but I think I have to adjust now because I would have to stun the cue ball out. But I think this is actually not that bad. So now again, I'm real quick, I'm trying to visualize in which line the cue ball should come out here from the rail. So I know if the cue ball comes maybe out like this, I'm having a very nice angle on the free ball, and I want to stop right about here. Okay, right away, and now I think I drifted a bit to this side of the line and I hit a bit too hard. So I know it wasn't ideal, but don't worry too much, especially if you're in a game. If the cue ball changes the line a tiny bit and the speed is a tiny bit off, no need to worry. Okay, now key position from the 4 ball to the 5 ball. I'm thinking 3 shots ahead. I'm not just playing the 3 ball in. I want to make sure I have the right angle to get there from the 4 ball to the 5 ball. So this angle actually is nice, so I don't want to have too much angle. Going behind the line, I like to visualize the whole thing on the shooting line, because that way I can see right away which path the cue ball should go. So I'm stunning into the rail, coming out, I want to end up, right about here. I was off my line, I was a bit too far to this side and I hit a bit too hard, but this is actually not that bad. Now I can just draw back straight, so this is actually not that bad. So you can see even I, and not even I'm not a professional player, by the way, but not everyone gets pinpoint position on every single shot, but by visualizing you higher your percentages. Okay, here I'm going to draw back. Want to end up with an angle on the 5 ball. If I'm somewhere here, this is fine. Good speed, bad path. Wanted to be a bit more like this, but we have a nice angle. So again, I think there's no other way to get, probably this path. So I'm not hitting too hard, because the harder I hit, the more follow the cue ball will get and the more the cue ball will drift to this side. So I think I'm fine with somewhere here in this area. Just checking from here where I want to be. So now I'm going behind the line, visualizing. Cue ball should probably come, like this towards here. Right, nice angle, very easy 2 rail angle. Now very important, straight line, don't end up here, this is horrible. Make sure you are above on this side of my cue. So visualizing, I want to hit the first rail here, then come towards, let's check that real quick, towards here, and then end up, I think here would be perfect. Somewhere here. Okay, don't forget to chalk, go behind the line, visualize everything, feel the shot. Bit too soft, I want to be here, but the good news is this is the straight line. We definitely passed the straight line. So here, I think if I'm just stunning a bit over, I'm fine, but I could also go into the rail from here to here. Just want to have a quick look where the straight line is, so I know if I'm hitting here and then going towards the 9-ball, I'm fine. So I'm not doing that stun shot, but actually cheating the pocket a bit to the left, playing a follow shot, visualizing. I'm already seeing, by the way, if I'm standing here behind the line, I'm seeing how the cue ball comes towards here and comes towards here. So I'm actually visualizing even on this easy shot here. Okay, nice shot on the 9-ball. Not perfectly straight. Trying to visualize that the cue ball comes 2 rails. Also very important. Don't just because it's the 9-ball. Don't forget, very important. This is actually a part of another video, which is called Never Miss the Money Ball. We visualized on every shot now. So why should we stop visualizing the cue ball path on a 9-ball just because it's the 9-ball? You don't want to do things differently. So very important. Always have in mind what's going to happen with the cue ball even on a 9-ball, and that way you can also aware if a possible scratch is on and stuff like that. Okay. By the way, I'm not going to play 2 rails, just 1 rail. Well, and this is the video for visualizing. I know it was a lot of information, maybe it was a bit wild. This was basically 1 shot, 1 take without any breaks, but I hope you've learned something new, and hope this will definitely help you with your positional play, getting more accurate, improving, actually seeing did you get close to what you've imagined, learn about how you have to adjust and all that stuff. So in my opinion, a very important lesson. And if you like this lesson, then of course, as always, make sure to like this video, maybe leave a comment, share it with your friends. Very important, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because this really helps me. And yeah, maybe check out my Patreon page. And nothing else to say than thanks to my sponsors, thanks to you guys, thanks for watching, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.